The Oakley Meta glasses have finally arrived, but how do they compare to the Ray-Ban Meta? In this video, we're only going to be covering the most crucial parts that are different between these glasses and showing them in action. The battery life, is it really that much better? The video quality, is that really that much better? The looks, the size, and is there any difference in the AI features? So if you want to see all that and more and skip all the stuff that really doesn't matter difference-wise between these glasses, you're going to want to keep watching this video. But first, if you appreciate me filming this literally right after I open the Oakley Metas, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of September, and we're like 800 subscribers away. The fact that we've gained like 7,000 subs in the last month is insane. So as a thank you for that, there's going to be a special surprise waiting at 10,000 subs. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And for all things smart glasses, Ray-Ban Metas, and now Oakley Metas, of course. First off, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, the style. How do these actually compare? The Oakley Metas looked a lot bigger in the advertisements than they do in real life. As you can see, they're really about the same size. Yeah, the Oakley Metas are more circular, and for some reason they look bigger. To my eye, they look about exactly the same. If we do the side view, we can see that the Ray-Ban Metas curve down the ear a little bit more, so they might actually stay on your head better. But in order to combat this, the Oakley Metas did something kind of weird. And that is the fit. So these are the regular Ray-Ban Metas. They're not large or anything like that. They fit pretty snugly on my head. But in order to stay on even more, with the very tiny ends on these things, they actually squeeze your head a decent amount more than the Ray-Ban Metas. You should be able to tell when I line them up just like this, but as you see, the Ray-Ban Metas come out more, whereas the Oakley Metas curve into your head, squeezing it a little bit more. Not gonna lie, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but I think they had to do that since the frame around the ear doesn't curve around as much. But as far as style, this is the Ray-Ban Metas, right? Very classic look. And this is the Oakley Metas. The quality of the glass honestly is really nice. Although I can see some glare on the sides, I can tell the quality of the lenses just seems really good. But these definitely look like YouTuber glasses. They look like the white glasses that Ryan Trahan wears sometimes in his series. So, I mean, if you can pull it off, you can pull it off. But just know you're definitely going to stand out if you wear this model of the Oakley Metas. For some people, that may be a really good thing. And for others, they might want to wait for the other models if they're getting this. But the main reason people are waiting for the Oakley Metas, honestly, is because of the battery life. But is it actually as better as they claim? Even though the sides look pretty much the same, like it doesn't look like the battery could be that much bigger. If you didn't know already, the Oakley Meta claims to have 8 hours of battery life for moderate use, whereas the Ray-Ban Meta has 4, but they both charge to 50% in their cases in less than 22-24 minutes. So let's see if the battery life is really double like they claim it is. To do this test is going to be really simple. I'm just going to play music from different devices in through the Bluetooth of the glasses, continuous. They're going to be at the same volume, and we're going to see how many hours they last. They're both at 100% right now, and they are both turned off. I'll have the phones pulled up so that we can see the battery run down at the exact same time. So some interesting notes on battery life here. As you can see, it took me about 5 minutes to set them up after they're both on. They both stayed at 100% for like more than 10 minutes, which was really weird because it was playing constant music during that time. Now, once I started recording video, then the battery would drop a ton. So video recording is definitely the most battery intensive thing. In total, I recorded 6 videos with the Ray-Ban Meta and 9 videos with the Oakley Meta, just because the Oakley Meta lasted longer. But anytime I wasn't recording, it was non-stop music, basically rain sounds from YouTube. And you can see above here, both of the battery levels below the glasses, the Wayfarer and the Oakley Metas. Right now, the Wayfarer is at 31% and the Oakley Meta is at 48%. So it seems like the Ray-Ban Meta isn't as far behind the Oakley Meta as you would think. It's supposed to be half the battery life. But then something happens here. At 16%, the Ray-Ban Meta lasts a little bit and then just completely dies. It doesn't go through anything below 16%. So that's weird. But on the Oakley Metas, that doesn't happen. Once it finally gets down to 16%, which it takes a while here, you see the Ray-Ban Meta died at 1 hour and 40 minutes. And this is heavy use, right? This isn't moderate use. This is constant music and recording videos. So the Oakley Meta goes all the way through all the percentages. And once it gets down all the way to 1%, it stays on 1% for like another 20 minutes. Actually more than that. It stays in 1% for like 25 minutes, which is really interesting. finally dies at 2 hours and 53 minutes compared to the Ray-Ban Meta's 1 hour and 42 minutes. This is actually 72% longer battery life, which isn't quite the 100% longer battery life that they claimed. Heavy use, 3 hours, still isn't that long, so this really isn't that crazy. I guess under moderate use, it would probably last closer to 6, and the Ray-Ban Meta is probably closer to 4. It's definitely not at the 8 that they're claiming. Next up, we are going to be comparing the video quality. So the Oakley Metas are said to record at 3K, 30 frames a second, and the Ray-Ban Meta is 1080, 30 frames a second. So we're going to see if that actually makes a difference in a couple different tests. So this is the basketball footage, and I'll put both cameras up side by side. A lot of fast movement. Do you notice the difference between the 1080 and the 3K? Because honestly, I don't really see a difference. The color correction is basically the same. It might be a little clearer on the 3K, but you can't really notice. But the real benefit of having that extra resolution isn't in seeing these far away shots, but it's actually in zooming in shots you already have. So take a look at this shot and pay attention to the reading on the hat and on the Pringle. Watch what happens when I zoom in. The Ray-Ban Meta is noticeably blurry, but the Oakley Metas look basically the same. That is because of the extra resolution. It really helps when you're zooming in, not necessarily when you're all the way out. And finally, this is what it looks like with fast-moving subjects. So pay attention to the motion blur. That's what it's going to look like. But what do you think of the video quality and the sound quality? I'll play a clip here. Let me know in the comments, but for now, let's move on to our last and final test. But I will say the color is a little bit more saturated, it looks like, in the Oakley Metas. And the details in the background particularly look a little bit more sharp. Is that something anyone will notice if you post this as a reel to your Instagram? Probably not. However, I will say this comes at a pretty big cost. I recorded 9 videos on each of these glasses, both the exact same length. Yet, it took about 45 minutes to transfer the videos from the Oakley Meta to my phone. The Ray-Ban Metas, it only took me 6 or 7 minutes. You'd think it would maybe take 3 times the amount of time since it's 3 times the pixels in 3K versus 1080, but it ended up taking more than that. And one of the reasons is 2 of the 9 videos failed a couple times because they were more than 2 minutes long. Whereas the videos that were more than 2 minutes long on the Ray-Ban Meta had no problem transferring whatsoever. Honestly, this is one of the things I was most annoyed about when the Ray-Ban Metas first came out, is how long it took to transfer videos and the fact that you had to keep the app open. Now they transfer much faster. But now with these bigger file sizes on the Oakley Metas, when you have it at 3K, that same problem that they fixed when the Ray-Ban Metas came out more than a year ago is now back again, which honestly I do not love. The easiest fix to this problem is just to reduce it to 1080/30, which is exactly the same as what the Ray-Ban Metas have. And because you can't transfer footage via a wire, you have to do it wirelessly through the app. There's no way to do it faster. So honestly, pretty disappointed by that fact. The video quality does look a little bit better, but at nearly 10 times the transfer time, I just can't justify using the 3K unless it's for a YouTube video. So we've gone through the style, camera quality, and the battery life on the Oakley Metas seems to be about 70% more. So the last thing you're probably all wondering about is, what about the other features? What about the AI? Is that any different in the Oakley Metas versus the Ray-Ban Metas? And right now the answer is no. How do I know that? Because whether you have the Ray-Ban Meta selected like this, or the Oakley Meta selected like this, the settings are exactly the same. Everything from the detailed responses, the apps that you can connect with, and the Meta AI options. On top of all of that, I updated my Oakley Metas as soon as they arrived, and they are on 16.1, which is the exact same version that the Ray-Ban Metas are on, and the feature list was exactly the same. So the AI features are identical between each of these glasses. The Oakley Metas do last a little bit longer, but I still wouldn't say they last all day on a single wear. They would probably need to double their battery life to do that. But as someone who puts the glasses back in the case frequently, and someone who wears them a lot, especially when they're trying to capture moments, if I had never bought the Ray-Ban Metas and I had to choose between buying one of these two right now, I think I would still choose the Ray-Ban Metas, right? I have no idea what the Meta AI is like. I don't even know if I'd like the glasses at all. So why would I spend twice the amount of money on the newest one, assuming that I'm gonna love them when I don't know that yet? So if I was someone who had never bought either of these, I would definitely go with the Ray-Ban Metas. They're way cheaper, there's way more options for customization. You can actually get normal looking ones, at least as of right now. The Oakley Metas will get a black version soon, sometime this summer. But if I had to choose and I had neither one, I would still get the Ray-Ban Metas. If camera wasn't a concern at all, and the only thing I cared about was getting longer battery life without having an extra wire, then maybe I'd get the Oakley Metas, but I have an infinite battery accessory for the Ray-Ban Metas. They charge to 50% in 20 minutes. For me, it's never been that big of a deal, as it is for other people. But honestly, if you're waiting for smart glasses that last all day wearing them, recording videos, doing all that fun stuff, as far as these two glasses are concerned, they haven't really achieved that yet. Unless, of course, you're not using the video recording or the live AI at all. Now, don't get me wrong. The Oakley Metas feel very premium, the lenses are really great quality, and if these were my first smart glasses ever, I would love them. Just like I loved the Ray-Ban Metas as my first smart glasses ever. I don't think you could really go wrong with either one of these. So when it comes down to it, I would honestly just pick the one that looks better for you, the one that you would actually wear. Because if you have a better piece of technology, but you're embarrassed to wear it in public, it's not going to positively impact your life as much as the thing you would actually wear. Hope you enjoyed this full, in-depth comparison about just the really important things between these two glasses. Obviously, we couldn't touch on everything like accessories, which Ray-Ban Meta has way more of, but some of them might still work on the Oakley Metas. You might want to subscribe to see that future video. But yeah, what do you think? Based on this video, based on your experience, if you already have both of them, or just based on what you've seen on the internet, which one do you think is still better value overall? And which one would you recommend a new person to get? If you enjoyed the video, remember we're trying to get to 10,000 subs. And if you want to support me at all, you can use the link in the description to get the Ray-Ban Metas, or you can get the Rakuten browser extension completely for free. It basically just lets you apply coupons at checkout on a bunch of different websites like Amazon, and basically any brand you could think of. It will give you cash back on top of the other coupons that are already native on whatever shopping site that is. It's honestly the best money-saving secret out there right now on the internet, and it's completely free. And if you sign up right now using the link in the description, you get $30 for free. I went on AliExpress the other day and there was a cashback coupon for 20% cash back. That's insane. So if you want to save money and make $30 for free, make sure to sign up for that in the description because they are not running that deal forever. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what type of video you want to see next. Promise I got some great stuff coming. Haven't forgot about the LED drilling video or the location tricks for the Ray-Ban Meta on iPhone. Those videos are still coming. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you don't miss them. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.